I want to talk about Manny Pacquiao. I know it's a month away.
Right. Okay.
But on the pod a couple of months back, I said, this fight scares me, this fight, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't looking forward to it. I wish it wasn't happening. But I also covered myself by saying, as it got closer, I'm going to start finding reasons why Manny Pacquiao can win. Well, there's no better reason than this. VADA, the voluntary anti-drugs agency, they're not going to be testing for this fight.
That's strange, isn't it?
The NSAC, the New York State Athletic Commission, I'm imagining.
Oh. Does that make a difference?
It makes a hell of a difference. There's a lot of VADA catches. I would say there's 100 illegal substances in the world. Well, VADA will probably catch 85 of them. The athletic commissions will catch about 20. This is how people like Big Baby Miller went the entire careers without getting caught. As soon as they go on VADA, they're caught. So this is brilliant for, I'm not saying Manny Pacquiao is going to be using this sort of stuff, but the fact that both of them have agreed to this suggests we're going to get a youthful Pacquiao. I don't care how he wins.
Yes. The other thing is with trainers, isn't it? Like when I watched the fight in the Philippines or Malaysia, was it Malaysia? Mm-hmm. When he didn't have Freddie Roach, he seemed more up for the KO. With Freddie Roach, as much as Roach says he likes to go for the knockout, he's more of a boxer with Roach. So
yeah, but is it that when he takes on Roach, when Roach is normally a higher profile fight, and VADA's been involved in the Philippines or Malaysia fight, there was no testing, so he was able to take whatever he was taking to combat his age?
I think it was. They were testing out there for that one.
I would like to look in to see if it was VADA, because Manny Pacquiao does not like signing up to VADA. He's normally forced into it. Because he could be on. There's loads of drugs he could be on, like EPO, which helps his stamina, growth hormones, and all that sort of stuff, which not necessarily only VADA is equipped to catch.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited. I think it says a lot. That statement is, VADA is not being part of it. That says a hell of a lot about intentions. And I'm all for drugs in sports, because I would imagine this estimates is about 60% do it. So we've never seen a clean sport. Never.
They wouldn't have had the drugs in 1900s, would they?
Oh, well, the amphetamines was out in those days, and if there's a weight, you can't tell me that Muhammad Ali, no, he didn't have to make weight. But any of these fighters in the old days wasn't taking what was legal at the time to help make weight.
No, but bear in mind, there's famines back then, so I think they were about to bulk up to make the weight.
I think performing enhancing has been around in sport, in competitive sports, probably as long as the sports themselves. Yeah, you look back through Manny Pacquiao's career, and it's hard to justify what he's done without the aid. Mike Mayweather saw something and he demanded it, and then what do we have? A lackluster Manny Pacquiao.
But yeah, he blamed the shoulder. But also Mayweather was caught with that UVI drip, or UV drip.
Yeah.
So but that didn't really come out much in the sort of in the press today.
Yeah, but the performance. The only reason they ban the UVI or the IV drips is not because of so much as a performance enhancing. It's just that they can really dangerously lose weight. So if they got the IV drip to look forward to after the weigh-in, they can rehydrate better. So it is performance enhancing, but it's not like a steroid. It's just to stop people coming into camp or coming into fight week too heavy.
Yeah, but it's been proved though, if you drink a lot of water after weigh-in, you don't need the drip, especially with 24 hours to go.
Well, I saw a report from an MMA trainer, and he said it is important because they're still trying to get this unbanned, right? He said because if you want to rehydrate properly, you got to sit there for like 8 hours drinking like a bottle cap full of water, sipping a bottle cap of water continuously, because you can't just flood your system after you've gone through that sort of weight loss. No, so they said it's dangerous preventing them.
If that's the case, so why aren't runners collapsing when they run, like, say, a 50-odd mile run? So I think it's excuses, ain't it, really? because you got people running 100-mile races and they don't need a drip at the end of it.
No, they don't. But they do remain hydrated. They don't starve themselves. They don't starve themselves of water a whole week before the race, do they?
No, but that's down to the individual being either stupid or should go up in weight, shouldn't they?
Yeah, well, anybody with a weight loss limit to reach, you're not going to be drinking water for 36 hours before anyway. Even if you got control of your weight, because you can't risk that weight going on and not coming back out.
Yeah, but the whole point of having a 24-hour weigh-in is to sort of stop people being stupid with the weight thing, isn't it?
Yeah, people don't see it like that. They think
if you can't make it 24 hours before, then you may as well go up a division. That's what they say, isn't it?
Yeah, the only safe way is to have like 72-hour weigh-ins.
No, but yeah, it should be like a middleweight. Should be more or less a middleweight for the fight. It's like with the amateurs, you weigh in 3 hours before or whatever, and then you're on the money,
Yeah. So
and like I haven't known many shows to be cancelled with the amateurs. So, and these people are called professionals for a reason, So that's my take.
Yeah. So sorry about that. People walking past me. Yeah, well, I'm excited for it. I mean, we're never gonna solve the drug taking debate or the weigh-in debate over a podcast. You'll always find people game in some sort of whatever system you put in place. But I think Manny Pacquiao's navigated his way into a gamed system here because he's found a way to get VADA out of the way.
But I think as well, the day before weigh-ins benefiting people to have more titles like Pacquiao, because I think years ago they think Sochid Lada was 10 stone fighting an 8. But of course, that was on day weigh-in, so now if you had that now, he'd probably win multiple titles at different weights, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but because they know people are going to take it to the absolute limit. They found, wasn't it, they done a study, and having day of the weight weigh-ins was good on paper, but people were coming in and they were fighting dehydrated, and that it lost the fluid in the brain.
Yeah, but it's on them, isn't it?
Yeah, but 80% of every athlete will take it to the absolute limit to make a weight, won't they?
Because if you have the day before weigh-ins, like WBC, they go in weeks before and they see if you're making weight weeks before. But rather than do say, weigh him every week for say 6 weeks, just weigh him like the last 3 or 4 days. That's what, so it's probably a better system out there than we got now.
Yeah, I don't know. Just allow drugs, I say. People are going to do it. At least we can monitor it.
Yeah, but you get people to take the extreme. When they take something extreme, ruin their kidneys just for one fight.
Yeah, you know that EPO stuff that Lance Armstrong was getting it, and it puts oxygen in your bloodstream. Well, apparently, in order to get the best performances out of it, what it essentially does, if you hit your limits with it, is it turns your blood goes from like runny water to like custody.
Oh God.
So when you're competing, you got the stress your body's going through, plus that's doing that to your system, and apparently you're really in high risk of a stroke.
Yes.
So people would do that, wouldn't they?
It's like I used to read some of the bodybuilding magazines, and a lot of people would obviously taking drugs for those competitions would be dead by the time they're 34.
Yeah, that was an old life. That was if they got to 34. They used to wait out. They used to wait outside fertility clinics, and they used to inject women's pee. Women who'd just been pregnant. Apparently, there's so much estrogen in their pee afterwards that they were buying pee off them in the 70s.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember Lou Ferrigno was on stage once, and he dehydrated so much he had cramp in his legs, fell over and broke his leg.
So does it mean people will always, but Manny Pacquiao is going to turn up full of health by the looks of it, because he's going to have everything that he knows he can take.
Yeah, it's possible.
I'm going to jump over to Callum Smith and the announcement that his stupid fight, as far as I'm concerned, against Canelo Alvarez, looks like it's possible for December. Now, I thought Triple G was next.
September he wants to fight, doesn't he?
God, this Canelo keeps a busy schedule, doesn't he? If this is true.
Yeah, I take it with a pinch of salt, one, because they're all saying, "Oh, we pick who we want to pick," but at the end of the day, the zone is paying the money, and they're going to probably say, "We're going to tell you who you're going to fight."
Mm.
If you're getting 365 million from us, you're fighting who we tell you to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't like the idea of Canelo moving up to fight Callum Smith. I just don't like it at all. I think it's a pointless fight for him. It's a good fight, good payday for Callum Smith, but I don't see what Canelo. It's going to be really strange optics, seeing the height difference.
Hmm.
And
I got to fight to cover later on about strange optics, but yeah, carry on.
yeah, I just not excited about this. I don't even think this is going to be one of those ones where I'm going to get more excited the closer it comes. I don't even want to watch Canelo Triple G3. I got no plans for Canelo. I don't, I think he's had a good career. I don't know. I'd like to see him fight Andrade, but I don't want to see Triple G, and I don't want to see him in against Callum Smith. And they seem to be his only two options, isn't he?
Yeah, well then again, the money is earning. I suppose you could entice somebody else lower weight up the division.
Yeah, that's what you should do now. You should sit atop the middleweight throne and welcome challengers who are coming up.
Yeah.
You don't need to go any further. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch with him and Rocky Fielding because I feel like there's unfinished business there.
How do you feel about Billy Joe Saunders fight?
Yeah, that excites me more. Because I don't see Billy Joe as a true super middleweight. I just think it should all be done a middleweight. I mean, we had all these years of Canelo not moving up, or if he did, he was like increments of £1. So now he's suddenly thrown all caution to the wind, and he's going up, dipping his toes in super middleweight. I don't like it. I just fortify your middleweight legacy. Go down as a middleweight great. Don't worry about jumping up to super middleweight.
Yeah, good point.
Got two pieces of news, both in the heavyweight division. What do you think about Alexander Usyk being installed as the WBO mandatory heavyweight title challenger?
You slapped me for now. WBC used to be up for that one. So I can't see why they haven't done it now, because years ago, when a guy like Holyfield moved up, he became number one or whatever. And well, even the fact that when Spinks lost to Tyson, WBC installed him as a cruiserweight as a number one challenger. So
no, I know that, but when you got someone like Dillian White, and technically Tyson Fury, who's a former champion, WBO champion, I just don't understand how he's navigated his way into this mandatory position. I think you should fight for a mandatory position. You shouldn't just be given one.
Yeah, but that's these the governing bodies again. Because the WBC haven't given clarity as well until today probably.
Yeah, probably by the time this goes live, the Dillian White situation will be sorted out, won't it?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a weird thing, and just because the thing is, you never know he's going to perform as a heavyweight, even though will be that sort of about 220 or whatever. It's good to see him have some sort of fight before he fights the big one, like.
Yeah, it's like in the WBO's eyes, he fought Takam and won impressively.
Yeah.
Because you can't give him a mandatory position until he's actually dipped his toes.
Yeah, that's right. He hasn't fought anyone yet.
So say now Andy Ruiz beats Anthony Joshua. Will he defend, or will he walk, or will he relinquish?
Yeah, I think they'd avoid him anyway because he's a good boxer. And he's not a sort of guy that Ruiz wants to go in with because he can move.
No, and at the promotional level, PBC are not going to try and give the belts back to Barry to Eddie Earn, are they?
No.
So I think Usyk will eventually fight for, unless if Joshua wins, that's Joshua's next opponent. But if Joshua loses, Usyk will be fighting for a vacant title.
Yeah, I agree with that. But also, you've got the IBF as well, which could be vacant soon with Kubrat Pulev.
Yeah, there's no way the IBF are not going to strip someone if everyone else is doing the same thing.
In for a penny, in for a couple of 100,000. Yeah.
The IBF, they got nosebleeds waiting to strip someone they have in that division. Yeah, so Ruiz will be left with a WBA title. Ugh.
Mad.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all the news I got to offer. Anything caught you like? Oh, Pauli Malignaggi, sorry. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I don't really know the score. I would have had it 3-2 to Malignaggi, but there you are.
Yeah, I read a report saying that boxers scored it for Malignaggi, boxing fans, and MMA fans scored it for because it's
he made him miss a lot.
but it's all about aggression in MMA, seeing it.
And what the ridiculous thing I was reading on YouTube was somebody saying, Lobov's going to be the greatest bare knuckle champion of all time. And I thought,
no, that's a joke. No, that's a joke. Because he had a massive losing record in UFC, people started calling him the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and he stuck. So it's like there's all memes of like, it's him standing over Muhammad Ali and like Artem Lobov, greatest of all time. It's a thing that is part of his marketing now. He's embraced it.
I'm glad you clarified that, because I was thinking it's 200 years of bare knuckle championships, and you had people like Daniel Mendoza in the 1700s or 1800s fought like for 6 hours at a time.
Yeah, it is a joke at best, making fun of how terrible he is.
Yeah. Saying that, like, if you think back to bare knuckles and he used to fight for hours at a time, some of those guys must have been fatalities.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it has to be. These guys couldn't do a hard day's labour after that. Their hands would be smashed up, wouldn't it? It's a horrible sport to watch, isn't it? I tried. I in the build up to this, I watched Lobov's last fight. I watched a couple of bare knuckles, and I can't watch it because I'm cringing every punch.
Yeah, it's the facial damage what gets me. It made like Malignaggi, he looked like a mannequin which had been burnt at the end of that.
Yeah, I think I like my combat sports in all sort of forms, but that's a step too far for me. Bare knuckle is.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, it's just visually, I feel that every time we're better as a species. It just doesn't feel right. It just, oh no, I couldn't watch it. I watched it, but I won't watch any more bare knuckle. I don't know if that's because I'm snobbish or a prude or whatever it is, but it's something wrong about two men bare knuckles.
But there's a reason why, like, 120 years ago, roughly, that they sort of banned, that sport and moved forward with gloves, didn't they? There's obviously a reason why, and there it is. You can see it, can't you?
Yeah, it's a career shortener, isn't it? It's cruel. I mean, especially if like one of your favorite fighters, because it seems to be like a retirement sort of option for aging fighters. Because is it Randall Bailey was supposed to fight this weekend as well, wasn't he?
Right.
And he pulled out with something, and it's a horrible thing to see if he was one of your favorite fighters resorting to that.
Another idea would be when you just get these people on like death row and say, right, put you in a gladiatorial arena with weapons, and the last one who comes out of there gets to sort of live, like,
I don't know why they don't offer that, right? I don't know why they don't try and monetize death row somehow.
Yeah. Or even like public punishments. Like, say if you've got a thief, you can buy like a ticket for, say, the venue, and if you ringside, you can pelt them with tomatoes and rotten fruit, and then put it on pay-per-view. So you're gonna get a good comeback with that, with the money in it, and that guy's gonna be shamed. Then he's not gonna want to steal again.
It's gonna be harder to get past the public, that one is. But I'm all for the death row death fights. I'd love that. Yeah, and paedophiles are not allowed to fight 1-on-1. You've got to be 3 against 1 on the paedophile. We can't afford the paedophiles to win. So
that's true.
Yeah. So that's wrapping up our news for the week.
One more bit of news. Amir Khan's card.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
2 extra bonuses, I'd say, is Hughie Fury versus Samuel Peter and Alexander Povetkin with a to-be-announced opponent. So at least you got 2 fighters on there.
That's Saudi Arabia, isn't there?
Yeah, you could probably watch. Yeah.
Might get an execution of that one. That'd be good. Some sort of public execution. They like all that stuff.
They were talking about some of those guys out there with the millions were talking about getting a big fight, like, say, a Wilder sort of Fury fight or a Joshua Ruiz, and pay $1 million each and have it on their own yacht or whatever.
Yeah, that is not far away till that happens.
No, it can't be, because obviously you can get if you get TV coverage a week later or whatever, but it can't be that far before the super rich decide we want an event for ourselves, like,
Yeah, because they have pop concerts, don't they? They will have, say, one of their kids are turning 18 or whatever the age is over there. They'll hire people we consider, fill out stadiums. It only takes one to think like, oh, I got to outdo the last party. Oh, I'll have a fight.
Yeah.
I'll have a really prestigious fight take place.
Yeah, it's got to happen in the next, say, 20, 30 years at least. You see it coming somewhere.
Yeah. Ugh, that'd be ugly, wouldn't it?
Well, watching us have the scraps.
Yeah.
You waited a week for it, yeah.
Yeah, so that card, like you said offline, the Army Khan's is technically the headliner, and he's the least important person on that card.
Yeah. But the good news is Channel 5 is going to air it, apparently, in the UK.
Are they?
Yeah.
What's the time difference then?
I don't know. It can't be that different because we had the World Boxing Super Series on from Saudi Arabia in the afternoon, wasn't it? Not in the afternoon, early evening.
Oh.
So they tend to show events at different times as well to sort of accommodate. So
yeah,
it could be right for us.
Yeah, I might dip into that one, have a look at it. I like to see how Hughie Fury is getting on, and I wonder if him and Povetkin being on the same card means that they lining them up.
It's possible, but then again, should Fury take that? I don't know.
No, he's got a bit of strange career going on, hasn't he? He needs a big win. He needs I
think he should go for the European title. That's probably doable for him.
Yeah, imagine though that me and you were boxers and I was having all this success. Could you step down a level then, or would you feel obliged to try and take risks to match me, sort of thing?
Well, you got to do your own pace. What works for one person doesn't necessarily work for the next.
I know that, but there's a family pride issue, So I wonder if that would make him take risks he wouldn't normally take just to get on the same sort of platform. And with 3 world titles coming available in the next couple of months, arguably, do one big win now, you're in contention.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so that's news covered. Yeah,
that's good.